Hey everybody, welcome back to the SmokeMidwest.com YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to show you how to make the most amazing smoked turkey you've ever had. So this recipe actually started yesterday with the brine. So we're going to cut to that clip right now. I'm going to show you how to make the brine. So let's make the brine for our turkey. What I have here is just a pot with some water in it. No specific amount of water, because what we're going to do is basically make a brine concentrate, cool it down, and then put it with the turkey and fill the cooler up with water. So just have a pot with some water here. First ingredient is a cup of brown sugar. This is dark brown sugar, but you can use light brown sugar. Either one is fine. Put that in there. Have about a tablespoon of black pepper. Have a cup of kosher salt. Some Worcestershire sauce. About a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. That looks pretty good. And then some garlic. So about a tablespoon of garlic. Now if you don't like garlic or you want more garlic, you can adjust the recipe on this. I'm going to have all the ingredients of this down below in the description. So we have wine here as well. It's a rosé. You can use white wine too. What we're going to do is add that in at the end. So take this pot of all our salt and sugar, all that good stuff. We're going to put it on the stove. Heat it up just so everything's dissolved. We don't necessarily need to boil it, just so it's dissolved. Once it's dissolved, I'm going to put some ice in there, and then we're going to put it on our turkey. We'll see you then. So our brine mixture, brought it up to not a boil, brought it up to a good heat to have everything dissolve in there, all the salt, all the sugar. I dumped some ice in there to cool it off, and it's cooled off. It's good. So what I have here is just a cooler and a 14-pound turkey in here. Let's see if we can get a shot of this turkey. And then a brine bag. So I just got this brine bag off Amazon. It's specifically made for brining a turkey. It's got like a Ziploc thing at the top. It's food safe. It's all that good stuff. So what we're going to do is dump our brine concentrate into our brining bag here. You can see all the pepper, all the garlic in there. Our wine at this point, I'm using a rosé. I've used white wines in the past, like a Riesling or any of that type of stuff, or a Moscato. It's all very good. So I got the concentrate in there. I'm going to fill this up with water, probably about 2.5 gallons of water in there, and then put some ice over top of it. Actually put some ice in the bottom of the brine bag, the turkey on top of it. I'm going to put water in there, then some more ice on top to keep it cool overnight. Going to just keep it in this cooler. If you have a fridge or anything else that you can put the turkey in for a brine bag with while it's brining, that's cool, just as long as it stays cool overnight. So I'm going to put some water in there, seal it up, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right, so here is our turkey. It's been brining 24 hours, and let's take a look at it. Like I said, I got this brining bag off Amazon. Just put it in a cooler here with some ice. Got a tough thing. And I was gonna add too, if you wanna add anything else to this brine, such as some like thyme, herbs, any of that type of stuff, have at it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it out of here. Make sure you dump out all the brine. No need to rinse it. I got it in this foil pan here, and I got some cooling racks in there just so it's not laying on the bottom. I'm just going to pat it dry, get the skin dried off a little bit before we season it up. Flip it over. So I'm going to let this air dry for like 10-15 minutes or so while we fire up the smoker. So we're going to cook this turkey in the Weber Smoky Mountain 22-inch today. Here's how we're going to set it up. So I have some wood chunks on the bottom, pecan, and apple. I saw Harry Sue do this, wood on the bottom. Tried it both ways. I really like it this way. It seems like I get a better smoke with the wood on the bottom. So We're gonna put some Kingsford Blue in here. We're gonna do the minion method to get it started. So get a little hole out there for the lit charcoal. Let me grab those. I'll be right back. So I have a chimney here about 2/3 of the way full of lit charcoal. We're just gonna dump it right there in the center and start assembling our smoker. I am not running any water in the water pan today. I have it just covered in foil. And I have a barbecue guru that automatically does the temperature. So I'm gonna set it at 275. You really don't need it with these Weber Smoky Mountains, but sure is nice to have for longer cooks or cooks when you're not gonna be around. So let's get this thing set up and let it come up to temp. Let's season this bird up. What we're doing for seasoning today is we're going at it with 2 different rubs. One is the Smoke Midwest All-Purpose. Find that at smokemidwest.com. And on the Arthur Bryant's Poultry Rub. This combination is fantastic. Been using this for a lot of years. Been making tons of smoked turkeys. Use lots of different seasonings. This by far is the best combo I've found. So we are going to season the bottom first. And to help the rub stick a little bit, I have some avocado oil spray. We're just gonna give it a nice little spray here. This is gonna do 2 things. One, it's gonna help the rub stick, and the other one, it's gonna help put a nice color on the turkey. So do a nice light base layer of the all-purpose. And then come over the top with the Arthur Bryant's. Make sure you get rub in all the nooks and crannies. On the outside of the wings too. I always like to dump a little rub down in the cavity as well. So flip it over and repeat. I use this all-purpose rub as a base layer on pretty much everything that I barbecue. Good salt, pepper, garlic, flavors in it. Just adds to everything. So, get some Arthur Bryant here on the top. Make sure we get the wings, all that good stuff. And then in the cavity, just to kind of fill it up a little bit, add a little mass in there, a little bit of flavor, I'm going to put some onions, some apple slices, a couple orange slices. We're good. So now that we got our bird all seasoned up, let's throw it on the smoker. Here, get that leaf out of there. One thing that I like to do is tuck these wings underneath the bird there. They're still gonna burn up a little bit, but that way it helps with presentation. That way you can see where you need to touch up the color a little, or touch up the rub a little bit. All right, smoker's at 275. We're gonna let it go for about an hour, and we're gonna check it then. We'll see you in about an hour. So our turkey has been on a little over an hour. It's looking good already. The smoker's holding the temp at 275. And I have some avocado oil spray, what I used earlier. So what I'm gonna do is just give it a nice spray down. This will help the skin crisp up a little bit, help it keep its color. Just a nice little coat. All right, we're gonna cover it up and let it go. So our turkey's been on about 4.5 hours. I have a probe in there and the temperature is saying that it's 165 degrees and it's done. Let's take a look. It's got a fantastic color on it. about every hour, 45 minutes, I was spraying it with the avocado oil spray. So that'll help crisp up the skin a little bit. So we're gonna pull it off and let it rest, and let's slice into it. We'll see you then. So our turkey is done. It was on the smoker about 4.5 hours, reached an internal temp of 165 degrees in the breast, about 175 in the dark meat. And so a quick recap of what we did. We did a base layer of the Smoked Midwest all-purpose rub, and then came over top of that with Arthur Bryant's poultry rub. And look at this, it looks good, guys. And so if you have not subscribed to the Smoked Midwest YouTube channel yet, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. I would really appreciate that. And leave me a comment. How do you like to smoke your turkey? Any other videos you'd like to see, let me know. So let's slice into this guy and check it out. It smells so good. When we took it off the smoker, you could really smell the apples and oranges in there, along with all the rub and everything else. And it is good. So we got one piece there. Let's go ahead and try a little slice of this. It's delicious. Smoked turkey is one of my most favorite thing to do. The brining on this thing helps you keep it nice and moist, adds flavor to it. The rubs on here add a ton of flavor to it, so it's fantastic. If you haven't tried this yet, give it a whirl. Hey, thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.